Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season. And again, it's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Eagles at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, Garoppolo.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo to the right side and complete to Thomas. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll run. It's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And Thomas has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 5 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
3 yards remain for second down.
They'll look to throw here.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Now a carry for Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Montez Sweat, the third-year edge rusher, had 5 sacks in 10 games in 2021, limited due to injuries, but still an impressive 21 sacks in his first 3 years in the NFL.
Here's Aaron Siposs now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the final tally. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Alec Pierce. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second down and a run by Robinson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Garoppolo on first down. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On third down, Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Quick slant, Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Slide for the PAT. And It's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Robinson up the middle. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On the toss, here's Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 4. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver 1 the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dee Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They'll tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely 3rd down pass.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Now back to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. 70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Handoff now to Robinson. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Gibson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Here's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the draw, Gainwell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile,